Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you two things. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to add a watermark to your image. And a watermark is something that you've probably seen before whenever you've looked up images like this. It's kind of like a copyright imprint. So you're going to put your own copyright imprint that shows ownership on your edit, kind of like what you see right here. The second thing that I'm going to show you is how to take your final image and download it as a PNG, because the PNG is what you are turning in for part 2 of your assignment. And that is important because whenever you edit images in Google Drawing, or really any editor, the whole point of it is making it a compatible file format like a PNG that can be used out on the internet or on social media sites or really wherever. So I'm going to get started now and show you how to insert your watermark into your edit. Now to do that, what I did is I used WordArt. So I went to Insert, WordArt, typed in my name. So you guys are going to do the same thing. Make sure you properly capitalize your name. And at the end of your name, plug in 2020. You know, that wonderful, memorable year that none of us are ever going to forget. So there's my name in 2020. It's kind of big. It's kind of obnoxious. We definitely don't want to leave it that way. You want your watermark to be very subtle, very faint, very light, so that it doesn't take over your image. We're going to edit that, make it a little bit smaller. We're going to start by pinching it down a good bit in size so that it is not obnoxious. That is like the perfect size for me here. But we want to take away that black border. And we definitely want to take that away when we change the font, because look, I used a really nice font, but you can barely see that. And the reason why is that border is just taking over the fill, the white fill of that. So I'm going to go up to my pen or my border color and make it completely transparent. Now it's a lot easier to see. And you want that to be even more faint. So what we're going to do is go back up to the paint bucket, go to custom, and I'm going to make that like white and really transparent, like maybe around halfway. And when I do that, it's there. You can barely see it, but it's there enough to make its mark and claim ownership of your image. I might stand that out just a little bit more and bold it. And there we go. It is as simple as that. So the next thing that you're going to do is download your final image as a PNG. Once it's a PNG, it's final, and you can't do anything to that PNG file, really. You could still have your working file, like this is like your draft here, and you can make some edits. But when you make some edits and changes, you'd have to re-download that PNG. So what I'm going to do first is just make sure everything looks good, make sure everything's staying within the canvas. And once you're happy with it, you can then go in and do that download. Okay, I'm happy with that. Time to download it. So I'm going to go to File, Download, PNG. Once it's a PNG, it can be used out there on the internet. Now, if you are doing the CAM's logo, there's another step for you to do. That other step is in the next video. That's called how to make your square logo into a circle logo. So if you did your CAM's logo, make sure you move into the next video, watch that. If you did the wallpaper, like 8th graders who did the wallpaper, once you've downloaded this as a PNG, you're done, and you can just put that PNG in part 2 of this assignment.